Hi, my name is Deborah Berkman, and this is my friend Rachel Lincoln. And today we're going to present a sequence for you to get really strong in your legs, to get a strong base that can help support your spine. So we're going to start with some sun salutations. We're going to do one round of Surya Namaskar A and one round of Surya Namaskar B to warm up. But I encourage you to take 5A at home and 5B, so you can just pause the tape when you're ready to do that and take a few more. So let's begin. Let's come to the top of the mat. Samasthitihi, toes together, heels together. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach your arms straight up to the sky and look at your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold over and down, hands flat. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, jump back, lower chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, pull up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Breathing here, 5 breaths. So really, it's an illusion that the shoulder stops right at the shoulder joint. We want to feel that integration of the shoulder going all the way up into the low back. This happens from rooting down through the arms and finding that deep extension through the spine. Let's take one more breath here. Bend the knees. Inhale, jump. See the front right away. And then exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, reverse, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, Samasthitihi. B, bend the knees. Inhale, Utkatasana, look at your hands. Exhale, forward fold over and down. Inhale, extend the spine forward. Exhale, jump back, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, up and back, downward dog. Inhale, left heel down, right foot to the top of the mat. Arms are up. Look at your hands. Exhale, go down, lower chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Second side. Inhale, left foot. Exhale all the way through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing. And exhale, pull up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Keep rooting down through the arms, extend through the spine, and bring those thigh bones back. Thigh bones back into the hamstrings. So we'll just stay here for a couple more breaths. And then go ahead and bend the knees. Inhale, jump, see the front. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samasthitihi. Good. Padangusthasana. Let's go ahead and separate the feet hip width apart and bring your hands to the hips. Draw the tailbone down, pull up through the front rim of the pelvis. Inhale. And then exhale, hinge at the hips and fold. Grab your big toes with the first 2 fingers. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. And then exhale, hinge in your hips and fold. So if you need to bend your knees here, it's absolutely fine. Okay? Maintain that engagement through the abdominals and see if you can feel that relationship between the abdominals engaging and the elongation of the spine. Keep those quadriceps nice and strong, hugging onto the bone. Good. Last breath here. Inhale, straighten the arms and look up. Exhale. Bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, bring your feet together. Uttita Trikonasana. Inhale, step out to the right. Turn your right toes out and your left toes in. Reach those arms. Exhale, reach long. Bring the hand either to the shin or the ground. Good. Again, this sequence is really about getting those legs nice and strong, so we want to engage the quadriceps. You know that your quads are engaged when you feel the kneecaps lifting slightly. Root down through all 4 corners of the feet and keep pulling that femur head back towards the hamstring. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale, come up. Exhale, switch sides. Right away, go down, reach the arm, hand to shin or fingertips to the ground. Good. So we can really think about the legs as the base here. And it's from those legs that we draw in and feel the strength of the pelvic floor and the abdominals. Let's take one more breath. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, left toes turn in, right toes out. Virabhadrasana B. So we're going to bend that knee right over the ankle. Okay, and we want to make sure, you want to maybe look for a moment at your knee and make sure that it's not drawing in. So we're really have the bones stacked. From here, see if you can get a little lower and draw that torso up out of the pelvis. Shoulders are soft. Gazing point is right over those right fingertips. So now without changing the legs, we're going to take reverse warrior. We're going to bring that left arm down the back leg, reach that top arm up. See if you can find that thigh bone drawing down, and out of that, lift the rib cage up and up and up and up. Last breath here. Good. Exhale, come all the way into Parsvakonasana. Right forearm on the thigh, top arm up and over. So we've been here a while in the legs. See if you can really use your breath to help support you. Feel that relationship of the back leg rooting and grounding into the ground and extending all the way up through the fingertips. Draw the floating ribs in, and then inhale, come all the way up, and exhale, switch sides. Right away we go right down, getting down into the hips, right? So this is a hip opening that front of that right hip, and strengthening those legs. Mula Bandha, we're drawing that pelvic floor in and up. We can really think of Mula Bandha starting at the arches of the feet and drawing there all the way through the legs, right up through that spine and up through the crown. Last breath here, maybe a little lower, and then drop that right arm down the back, draw that left arm up and over, creating space in the body so the thigh bone draws down to rebound up through the spine. Last breath here. Uttita Parsvakonasana, left forearm to the thigh, extend that top arm up and over the ear. And see again if you can feel that relationship, that connection from the back foot all the way through the fingertips. Last breath here. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Turn both feet parallel. Let's bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, fold all the way over and down, hands to the ground. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up, straight arms. And then again, exhale, fold over and down. Good. Use your quadriceps. If you need to bend the knees here, it's fine. The head does not need to be on the ground. The main action of this pose is in the legs grounding down and the pelvic floor and abdominals engaged to lengthen through the spine. Squeeze the elbows in slightly, shoulders down the back. Last breath here. Inhale, look up, extend the spine. Exhale completely here. Feel those abdominals. Hands to the hips, slight tuck of the tail, pull the pelvis down. As you inhale, extend that spine forward to come up. Good. Let's go ahead and step back to the top of the mat in mountain pose, Tadasana. So toes and heels touch. Let's find the weight really equal in the feet. So the thigh bones are drawing back slightly, and the tailbone draws down. The front ribs soften in towards each other. And then lifting right up through that chest. Nice and easy Ujjayi breathing right up into that chest. And feel your legs, right? Really use those quads. Let's take one more breath here. And then we're going to come into Parsvakonasana. So you're going to step the left foot 2.5 feet back. Bring the hands to the hips. Inhale here. And then exhale, fold. Bring your hands to the ground or blocks. If you need blocks, you just place a block on either side of your foot. Okay, inhale, extend the spine again. And then exhale, go ahead and fold over and down. So feeling the legs driving down through the earth. You can imagine the legs are literally going right through the floor. Good. Let's just take one more breath here. And then we're going to bring the left hand to the outside of the right foot, and we're going to bring the top arm up and over. Okay, and reaching those fingertips straight up to the sky. Good. Breathe up into those collarbones. If you find that the balance is a little precarious here, you can always bring that left leg farther out to the left. Let's take one more breath. We're going to come back to Parsvakonasana. So you bring both hands back to the blocks. Inhale, extend, and exhale, hinge in your hips. Again, if that right knee needs to bend, it's no problem. You bend as much as you need, but keep rooting down through the leg and hugging the quadricep to the bone. In fact, a little bend in the knee can help stabilize that joint so you have the muscles, the hamstrings as well as the quad really working to help you stay safe in that joint. Last deep breath here. Inhale, head up only, straight arms. We're going to move that right block forward for Ardha Chandrasana and then shift all of the weight onto that right leg and bring the left arm straight up to the sky. Go ahead and flex the back foot like you're pressing into a wall and try to drive that right leg down. Right? So these balancing poses are really going to get those legs super strong. Let's just take one more breath here. And then go ahead and bring that left hand down. The back leg lowers. Go ahead and come back to Parsvakonasana. So inhale, extend. And then exhale, fold. Good. Now just giving yourself a moment here to rest, to be back grounded on both legs. Good. Inhale, extend the spine. Arms are straight. Exhale completely here to find the core. Bring your hands to the hips, and then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, Tadasana, back to the top of the mat. Just take a moment here. Good. Okay, we're going to do the same sequence, the second side. So we're going to step now the right foot 2.5 feet back, hands on the hips, inhale here, and then exhale, hinge and fold, bring the hands to the blocks or the ground. Inhale, extend your spine. And exhale, hinge and fold. Try to keep the hips nice and even, okay, so that left femur is pulling back and into the socket of the hip, and then the spine is growing long out of the pelvis. Strong through the legs. Last deep breath here. Let's bring the right hand to the outside of the left foot. Root down through the palm. So you really want that palm flat, so it's like you have now 3 legs. These are the points of the foundation. And then from that, rotate the spine, reaching up, the prana moving all the way through those fingertips. Let's take one more breath. And then let's release that left hand back down to the ground. Inhale, extend the spine. And exhale, hinge and fold. Quadriceps engaged, kneecaps lifting, all 4 corners of the feet grounded and rooted, stable. Good. Inhale, head up. Move the block on the left side of the foot forward about 6 inches. Shift all the weight onto that left leg. Straighten the left leg the best you can. And stack that right hip right on top of the left hip. The more, everyone, that you can energize and radiate through the limbs, the more that you're going to find your center. Really strengthening now that standing leg. If it feels comfortable, see if you can gaze right up to the fingertips. Beautiful. Beautiful, Rachel. Last breath here. Release the right hand back down. Slowly release that back leg. Control it with the core. Inhale, extend your spine. And then exhale, hinge and fold. Just resting and feeling both feet now firmly rooted. Good. One more breath here. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale here. Bring your hands to the hips, and you can really let your fingers feel the abdominals. Inhale, extend through the spine as you come up. Exhale, mountain pose. So next pose we're going to do is tree pose, Freakshow. So go ahead and bring your right leg into the right inner thigh and press that heel into the inner thigh muscle and down as you draw up. It's almost like you're putting on a boot, stepping down firmly and drawing the energy all the way up. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and extend the arms as an expression of that side body getting nice and long. Eyes down the tip of the nose to one spot on the floor. This will help with your balance. Try to breathe. Reconnect to your breath if you've lost that. We're just going to take one more breath here. And then gently release that right leg down. Good. Let's take the second side. So bring that left leg up, put the left heel in the inner thigh. If you can't get it way up there, it's fine to put it below the knee. Okay, hands to prayer position. And then let's reach the arms straight up to the sky. So see if you can feel as though the arms stem right from that low back and draw the side body up and up and up and up against that drawing down through the pelvis and that standing leg. Let's stay one more breath here. Really make that breath nice and even, smooth. And then exhale, gently release that left leg down. So we'll hold Tadasana here for 5 breaths, so really feeling both legs really solid. Right? So this isn't a resting pose here. We're working the legs. We're pulling that front rim of the pelvis up against the thigh bones, moving back and slightly in. The sternum is lifting up, shoulders depressing down the back. Last full breath here. Okay, we're going to move through sun salutation to downward facing dog. So inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, look at your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold over and down. Inhale, lift and extend the spine. And exhale, just step back to downward facing dog. Good, 5 breaths here. Really rooting and grounding into the legs. Just going to give Rachel a little push here through the spine, get nice and long. Use your quadriceps here. Make sure that those quads are engaged and you're pulling those thigh bones back. It's almost as though you want to feel like you could split your mat in two. Arms moving forward, the legs moving back. Last deep breath here. Beautiful breathing. And then go ahead and bring your knees to the ground and take child's pose. Point the toes, bring the buttocks back. Let's go ahead and bring the knees nice and tight. And then go ahead and bring your hands back by your hips. And this variation of child's pose really allows the spine to round. Okay, just letting there be this gentle curve in the back. And we'll just hold this for about 5 breaths, letting that back release. We'll just take one more breath here. And then Rachel, I'll have you go ahead and come on back up to sit. Thank you so much for practicing. Namaste.